Hi everyone! So if you've been keeping up with my Instagram, you'll know that I've been planning a sketchbook tour, and recently I finally finished the sketchbook that I started, I think a year ago? Yeah, a year ago. And it's taken me a year and a half to finish it, and I've been working really hard on it, and I'm actually super proud of it. So I hope you guys are excited to see what's inside this little gem. And yeah, so grab a drink or a snack and we can just chill. So when I first started this sketchbook, I was really set on trying to find my art style, so that's basically what this first page was all about. And that's why I decided to write find yourself, because basically my whole identity and my value was basically streamed from my art style, whether I had an art style or not. And that's basically the only thing that mattered to me at that point. And there are a lot of things that are wrong with that, but I don't figure that out until the end of the year, unfortunately. So if you can't read what this says, this basically says ingredients. The first thing on the list is passion. In order to find yourself, you must have the passion to do so. Basic supplies. This includes your pencils, erasers, etc. And your heart, you must love and enjoy what you're doing. Your fire, you gotta have motivation so you can keep it up, you know? And I tried to be really inspirational. I don't know if it worked or not. I don't know, you tell me. This page was very flower inspired. I really wanted to capture the essence of flowers, and I think I kind of overdid it, to be honest. At one point I really liked how it looked, but then it kind of just became overkill when I decided to draw on the page with flowers. These illustrations are based off the song Bloom by Troye Sivan. I fell in love with it the first time I listened to it. I remember instantly thinking, man, this song is just so awesome, I need to draw it in some way. And so I did. Here are a few visual representations of the song. I was experimenting and had no actual planning in mind. All of these illustrations are either drawings or some of my other favorite musical artists, and they're just random. So if you can't tell, this is Lana Del Rey. This is just a random reference I found off the internet, and this is B. Miller. For this page, I wanted to experiment with a galaxy theme, and so I did, but I made sure not to worry about the outcome, only the process. I was very experimental during the first portion of the sketchbook, and I was quite edgy if you ask me. Like, my parents told me the problem with putting others first is you've taught them you come last. So yeah, I wanted to include a lot of quotes and stuff, and I wanted to have a lot of pastel type colors. I'm actually super proud of how these turned out, because the colors are very bright and they're very opaque, and I think this is the best flower I've ever painted, only from watercolor. And that doesn't really say a lot because the bar is pretty low. For this one, this was just basically kind of branching off of the other page, and I wanted to make a bigger piece full of the pastel galaxy type of girl, and her hair is kind of like the galaxy, and she's also floating in space, and the hair is kind of bad, but I think the colors look great, so that's a plus. The lyrics that are written are just songs from Lovesick Boys. If you know that song, it's definitely one of my favorites. And this is probably one of my favorite pages in the sketchbook, just because I spent so much time on this and I want it to look really good. Of course, I can't just have one Conan Gray page, I need to have at least two. And these are the lyrics of Checkmate. I drew a lot of my favorite artists or musicians, and I like to include some of their song lyrics of my favorite songs by them. I think the only one I really like in this page is this one. The other ones are kind of derpy, at least in my opinion. I wanted to experiment with charcoal here, but I was like, oh shit, this is actually darker than I expected, so I freaked out and just didn't do charcoal and then just continued the rest with pencil. Here I'm experimenting with backgrounds and borders. I just wanted to know what certain things would look like with each other and certain gradients. Here are some more headers that I was experimenting with, and I ultimately went with this one just because I felt like it fit July more. Looking back at these, I feel like I have improved, but at the same time sometimes it feels like I haven't, but like I try to remind myself not to think like that. Personally, I really like this sketch I did of Jenny, and I also kind of like this one, but the other ones look kind of derpy and I'm just, yeah. But anyway, so here's another page of Blackpink, and I meant to darken everything, but then I got lazy and I only did the hair, so that's why you can see all the dark strokes in the hair, but the face is like super light. Here I am experimenting with different eyes, but I wanted to convey that into having actual stars for eyes. So here I have like the planet Saturn, and then there's like, I don't know, I tried to make the pupils like the moon and stars surrounding, and I think it looks pretty cool actually. I think I might experiment with that again in the future. Here I'm practicing with gesture. I used to watch a lot of videos from Proko. If you know him, he's an artist on YouTube. He teaches you like anatomy and gesture drawing and how to understand action lines, and I got really into that for a little while. I'm practicing with lips because I realized that I'm not really particularly good at drawing or painting lips, because I noticed that they often end up looking kind of like dried almonds. I make that joke with everyone and I'm pretty sure everyone's sick of that joke, but it's true. Like, look at this. They all look like dried almonds. I have so many reference photos on my phone or on my laptop because there's so many things that I want to make fan art of or want to draw, but I never get around to doing it. So these two are just two random photos of Kim Tae-young. And if you recognize this was my Instagram profile picture for quite some time, but yeah, I changed it now, but you know, I might go back to it because I really love this drawing. So this one eventually turned into a piece, and I decided to take these random leaves and add it to her. So you'll see that later on. I'm actually quite proud of the hair. I think I did pretty well with the layers. I might experiment with layers like this again because I think it turned out quite well. This is Eileen from Lavender. I look up to her so much. She's definitely one of my role models. I definitely recommend searching her up if you're into lifestyle, improving your life, how to get your life on track, productivity, stuff like that. Yeah, she reposted my art and it made me so happy. I was literally dying. So I wanted to make anime characters or fictional characters look like humans, and for this I'm in between the feeling of this looks good and oh my gosh, this looks terrible, please burn it. But if you can't tell who it is, this is Deku, or Midoriya, from BNHA or My Hero Academia. Yeah. So like I said previously, this was one of my sketches from earlier on and it turned into an actual piece, and I really wanted to experiment with gold. It's not actual gold, it's more of just like a metallic pen. You know, like I feel like the most basic thing you can think of when you don't know what to draw is eyes, because eyes are just so easy. I was practicing with jaw lines, so you might be able to tell here the jaw lines. And this one here, you can tell who it is. It's Timothy Chalamet. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it because he says it literally all the time, I think. So moving on, here are a bunch of little me's. If you're an early subscriber and you saw one of my videos where I posted a back to school outfits drawing type of video, I made a bunch of outfits that I enjoyed wearing and plan to wear back to school. It was just kind of a lookbook, and then after each outfit I would just draw myself wearing that outfit, and it just kind of be a lookbook and a time lapse all in one. Embarrassment kind of overwatched me because I was like, oh my gosh, what if my friends and family are watching this and they're just silently judging me? So I deleted it, or I didn't delete it, but I privated it. I don't know, who knows? Someday I might make it public again, who knows? Also, this is the first time I've ever drawn myself full body sketch instead of just portrait style, but it was fun. It was super fun. So I'm basically obsessed with Tamako Mark, and it's a really wholesome anime and it's just super cute. If you want something to finish really quickly or just watch whenever you just want some noise in the background, I definitely recommend Tamako Market because it's all about friendship and love and it's all that cheesy stuff. Here is Alyssa from the end of the effing world. Here is another, or the original version of her. Shut up. And then on the other side it's like, okay, because you know he says that a lot in the show. I really wanted to make his shirt super detailed and I wanted to get everything, but I kind of let myself go and I don't know, I got really lazy, so that's why it kind of looks half-assed. Here is them together, of course. How can you draw characters from the end of the effing world and not put them together? So I'm definitely realizing that I draw a lot of fan art. This is Hyejin. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She's from the K-drama She Was Pretty, and I still haven't finished it because, I don't know, I just kind of forgot about it, but yeah. I definitely recommend that as well. Here is Nikki. She's definitely one of my favorite artists. She has amazing songs. I recommend the songs Spell, Chili, and Yours. I think I listen to those the most. Here is the first time I ever participated in a Draw This in Your style, and I think it turned out really pretty. I really love the way her eyes look and her hair. And this is the second Draw This in Your style, or DTIYS. I don't know if I really like this, to be honest, because I kind of rushed it. Here is just a random girl I found on Pinterest and I decided to paint her. Same with this one. You can't really see much on this page, probably because I don't want you to see much. I didn't really like the way this one turned out, so I didn't really make it into a painting or anything. So I just kind of left it, and yeah, I ditched it because you don't have to make everything into a piece. Here is Laurie Jean from one of the most popular coming-of-age rom-com type movies. She's so relatable. I love her character, and I love that actor, Lana Condor, the girl who plays her. And this I wanted to experiment with cutouts, and it was pretty cool. Here is an About Me page. Originally I was gonna make a video about it so that I could formally introduce myself on this channel, but I forgot, and so I might do another one in the future. So here I started to draw my friends a lot, and I wanted to make them look kind of surreal and I don't know, kind of quirky, I guess. Here's another close friend and another one. Here is my first time ever doing an artist support. I remember drawing this in school. What can I do to fill this space up? Because I don't like the negative space here, so I decided, oh, I can just put words here and I can make an artist support. Here I'm practicing drawing glasses, some flowers, and you guessed it, more eyes. And here's another friend of mine, and yep, another friend of mine. Rosa Diaz and Amy Santiago. Here are just some paint swatches that I used just for reference in future paintings and stuff. Here I was feeling super sad and I wanted to paint something to explore that feeling, because often when I'm sad I like to draw things that represent it so that, you know, I don't really feel as alone. And yeah, this painting definitely helped. So you might notice that my paintings start to become more and more like detailed, and I use colors more often than other colors. This one took a while because of the little details and the leaves and the branch. This one also took forever because I've never drawn water or anyone floating on water before. This was a reference that I took off of the website unsplash.com. I was super close to giving up on this because I didn't like the way it looked, but I'm super glad that I didn't give up and I kept persevering. I'm not gonna lie, this was just something that I quickly painted so that I could post something on Instagram, but even though I was rushed, I actually really enjoy painting the hands, and I found out that I really like the color orange. I just loved painting the hair and the eyes and the skin, and it was super fun to paint, and I don't know what to say much about it, but I just loved it so much. I love it so much that I made it my profile picture. I don't know how to feel about this painting. It's sort of between the fine line of I hate it and I kind of like it, but mostly hate it. Here is my third Draw This in Your Style. Here I'm experimenting with an OC, and I won't talk about this as much either because I want it to be a surprise. But yeah, I'm planning to make more OCs in the future. And same with this. Here's just a bunch more. It was actually super hard for me to draw the anime style because I'm so used to drawing semi-realistic people, so yeah, it was super hard for me to draw this. It took me quite a while. So here is the actual Sailor Moon redraw, and I'm super proud of this. I thought this was gonna end up trashy and I was gonna give up, but I'm so glad that I didn't, and I'm glad I kept going because I'm so proud of this. But one thing that makes me super mad is that the other side smudged onto this, so that's why you can see all the little smudges on the face and that random dot there, and yeah. Here is Daytrita fan art! Oh my gosh, this is super fun because I got a gold leaf pen and I was experimenting with that, and I was like, hey, this is a perfect opportunity to make fan art for August D, and it was so fun. I loved painting this. Olivia O'Brien sketches, just because like I just wanted a page to be dedicated to her because I love her music so much, and how could I not? And you thought I was done with Daytrita. Nope! Here's more fan art. Here you can see I really tried to work on the mermaid fan art, or mermaid art, but I just never got around to it because I was super unhappy with this, and I figured it's better to just try again next year. And this is the last Daytrita fan art. Here I was feeling super sad again, and I wanted to express that with a drawing again, so I decided to draw broken females, quite literally. I wanted to portray being broken, so I took it literally. Then I experimented with flowers to represent healing. I really like this concept, so this is what I'm planning to do in the future. So yeah. I also decided to take it further with like a skeleton. I'm so sad that I'm done with this sketchbook. I wanted to give it the same feel in the first page of the sketchbook, which is like a really cool watercolor background with a word and then something inspirational because I'm cheesy like that. So I decided to write the word conquer because I feel like I experienced a lot in my art journey this year. I definitely had a lot of struggles and I came across very challenging pieces, but I conquered all of them. Yay! So here are the lessons learned. You can conquer anything. Having an art style is not the most important thing. Draw what you love. You are talented and more than enough no matter what you think, and keep moving forward. I think I just need to remind myself to take it slow and just, you know, you don't always have to draw something just to post it on Instagram. You can draw it just because you want to. I hope you guys know that having an art style is not the most important thing as well. It's all about the journey and what you learn from it. So yeah, that's the end of this. There's no more. That's the end of the sketchbook. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you learned something from it, or something in here has inspired you to create something. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!